y'all, how's it going? So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve this really gorgeous halo braid. So stay tuned to this video if you want to see how to achieve this look. So I have to be honest, I have tried out this hairstyle so many times, and through trial and error, I have finally figured it out. So one, you definitely have to do this on an old blowout or flat ironed hair. Now my hair isn't perfect because it's gotten a little wet and I've been braiding it up and all sorts of stuff. So that doesn't matter because we're just gonna re-braid it again. And so I start off by just brushing my hair towards the front and then evenly around my head. And so you want to make sure that your hair is evenly distributed around so that when you are braiding that part that you're getting the same amount of hair all over so that you don't have any chunky areas versus skinny areas. So then you're gonna do a deep part, and I like to do this on the side of my head because I don't want it to look like my braid is starting. I want it to look like it's all one braid. And so then you can leave out a little bit of hair on the side. I like to do it because it looks cute, but that's definitely an option if you want to or if you don't. And then you just start braiding. It's pretty simple. The things to keep in mind when doing this is that don't braid too tight. You want to make it loose because you're going to mess with the braid a little bit at the end. And so really focus on making sure that each section has the same amount of hair every time you grab hair. And then grab big sections. You want the braid to look big and chunky. And so in order to do that, you are going to grab large sections. And you're just gonna continue this all the way around your head. Now, this part is going to get tricky. Once you get towards the back of your hair, it is really difficult if you don't have good hand coordination. Now, this is the part that took me a while to get, but definitely practice because you will eventually get it. But yeah, so you're gonna basically braid backwards and blindly. So again, this is gonna take a few tries, but just continue braiding all the way around. And I apologize for the camera kind of being cut off a little bit, but you guys can get kind of the gist of what I'm doing. I'm just repeating the braiding pattern. And if this part isn't super neat, it's not a huge deal because you're going to mess it up a little bit anyway at the end. So don't stress about that. Definitely just keep going and keep pulling hair, and then at the end you'll just finish braiding out the rest of the hair that you have. So when you're finished braiding, we're going to mess with the hair just a little bit because I want to hide the end of this hair. So I'm going to pull, like you see, my big braid apart a little bit into the front so it loosens the braid up a bit, and so that I can stick that piece of braid underneath that part. So you'll see what I do. I just pin it up underneath it so that you can't even see the ending of it unless you take it apart. So you're just gonna bobby pin this in there, secure the braid, and that's basically it. Now this part is optional. I like a really messy look, so I'm just gonna pull at my roots and kind of play with the braid, and you guys can see the back of the braid a little bit more here. Like I said, it's not super neat, but we don't want it to be super neat. We don't need it to be perfect. It's still beautiful with this messy look. And so also, if you want to curl the little hairs that we left out, that's what I like to do to make it look a little bit more elegant and kind of free-flowing. And so yeah, that's all I do, and that is the finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.